Hi guys, I'm Shazny Pukulan, and for today's video, I will discuss to you all about chapter 1. So our topic for today is 21st assessment. So for the week 1. So we have objectives here. At the end of this week, students will be able to use appropriate assessment tools and techniques and relate learning outcomes and assessment. So we have introduction here. So unsa man jud ang 21st assessment. So grabe na kana siya ka broad nga topic, no? So for me, it's an educational system, or makatabang na siya for enhancing or to develop the skills. So 21st century marked by the development of information, computers, automation, and communication which penetrate human being in the world. Automatically, it has the effect to an educational system which applied, including a model of teaching by Akit and Mushin 2018, and it demands a lot of changes, development, and re-engineering of systems in different fields for this generation to thrive. So teachers need to be equipped in order to prepare them to cater the needs of the learners in the 21st century. Curricula also are updated to address the needs of the community in relation to the demands of 21st century. So 21st century marked by the development of information, computers, automation, and communication which penetrate human being. So grabe kayo, no? So mga siyang 21st. On the other hand, student skills to learn must be developed. So grabe kayo ang 21st century kay ginahatagan jud og bili or ginalantaw jud ang mga students na dapat ilang mga skills nga gipangtaguan nila is ma-develop jud siya. So they need to develop critical and creative thinking. So as an educator, no, dapat ang ato ang students ma-develop ang ilang critical and creative thinking, no? So every one of us is unique and creative, so dapat ma-develop na nila ilahang inana ang ilang effective communication and collaboration. It's all about communication, no? And a globally competitive attitude in study and in work. So maka-help pud ta sa ato ang students para ma-improve or ma-develop ang ilahang being globally competitive attitude in study and in work. So pang future na dyan siya nga learning, no? So these skills to be honed must be assessed, not just simply to get numerical results, but more so to take the result of assessment as guide to take further action. Educators need to focus on what to teach. Dapat being an educators or a future educators, dapat maghatag-tag assessment in order for our students na makakat-on sila. So educators needs to focus on what to teach, unsa ang ato ang i-teach sa ato mga students, how to teach, unsay mga process sa ato ang pagtudlo sa ilaha, and also how to assess it, unsaon nato sila pag-test or unsaon nato pag-assess ang ato ang students, no? From Greenstein 2012, Smoker 2011, as cited by Kahijiga and Montaño 2014. So muna siya, no? The Assessment and Teaching of 21st Century Skills Project has a core belief that alignment of goals with learning and assessment is essential to policy and practice. So dapat, no, nga tuluan jud nato ang ato ang mga students sa mga basic or para ma-develop ilang mga skills in order nga magamit nila ni in the near future. So we have here the characteristic of 21st century assessment. So the following characteristic of 21st century assessment, which are essential guide for preparation of assessment activities by educators. So being an educators, dapat makabalutaan ni para mauni ang ato ang guide para maghimo tag mga assessment para sa ato ang mga estudyante. So first, we have here being responsive. So dapat maghimo tag assessment, dapat responsive siya. Visible performance-based work as a result of assessment generates data that inform curriculum and instruction. So kung maghatag tag instruction na adjay kasunod na sundo nila, so maong matawag dyan nato na dapat ang ato ang assessment is responsive, no? Responsive siya sa ato ang mga students. So processes for responding to assessment are thoughtfully developed, incorporating best practices in feedback and formative assessment. So that's how the responsive assessment ang atong himuon, no? So next, the flexible. So dapat ang ato ang assessment pod flexible siya. Assessment need to be adaptable to student settings. So dapat ato ang assessment adaptable siya sa ato ang student settings. So unsa may mga student settings na ilang kuan kanang gina experience like ana. So dapat adaptable din siya, no? Rather than the identical approach that works in traditional assessment, 21st century approach are more versatile. So dapat ang ato ang assessment is flexible siya, dapat maka-adapt dayon ang ato ang estudyante. So next, integrated. So dapat ang atong assessment po ay integrated po siya. Assessment are to be incorporated into day-to-day practice rather than as add-ons at the end of instruction or during a single specific week of the school calendar. So nabantayan na to, no, nga sa una talagsara mo hatag assessment, isara sa isa ka bulan, pero dapat ang atong assessment guys karong panahon na og ganahan mo nga ang ato ang estudyante ma-develop jud ilang skills, tarong jud kayo ang ato ang kuano, nindot kayo ang teaching learning process. So dapat ang atong assessment is incorporated into day-to-day practice siya. Dapat allow jud siya para everyday naa jud learning na mahitabo. Now next, we have here informative. So ato ang assessment po ay dapat informative po siya. The desired 21st century goals and objectives are clearly stated and explicitly taught. Students display their range of emerging knowledge and skills. So informative siya, no? It's all about skills and knowledge skills. Then next, the multiple methods. An assessment continuum that includes a spectrum of strategies is the norm. Students demonstrate knowledge and skills through relevant tasks, projects, and performances. Authentic and performance-based assessments is emphasized. This is recognition of an appreciation for the process and products of learning. Dapat ang atong assessment po ay is multiple methods siya, not only specific na ginalantaran nato or gahatag-hatag mga tasks, but also ga-demonstrate siya knowledge and skills towards ato ang students through relevant tasks, projects, mga projects, and also performance po, no? Not only nga task rang gina-focus but also na mga performances, visible performances, and also mga projects na atong na-involve anang sa atong assessment. So next, the communicated. So atong assessment po ay dapat na-involve po ang communication. Communication of assessment data is clear and transparent for all stakeholders. Results are routinely posted to a database along with standards-based commentary, both of which must be able and comprehensible at all levels. Students receive routine feedback on their progress, and parents are kept informed through access to visible progress reports and assessment data. So mao na siya, no, dapat ang atong assessment is clear and transparent for all stakeholders, not only naaray gi-focus na isa ra ka individual but also for all stakeholders siya guys. So next, technically sound. So dapat ang atong assessment po dahil is technically sound. So adjustment and accommodation are made in the assessment process to meet the student needs and fairness. Students demonstrate what they know and how they can apply that knowledge in ways that are relevant and appropriate for them. So dapat ma-meet po nato ang mga needs sa atong students and also ma-involve with diri ang fairness to everyone, no? So next, the systemic. So creating an assessment must be systemic, guys. 21st century assessment is part of comprehensive and well-aligned assessment system that is balanced and inclusive for all students, constituents, and stakeholders, and designed to support improvement at all levels. So not only focus sa mga all students but also appeal po ang mga constituents and stakeholders. So dapat ato ang assessment design siya to support everyone, to support improvements of all levels. So ayan, no, so muna siya, take note of that guys, kaya magamit yun na siya. So we have here the instructional decision in assessment. The major objective of educational assessment is to have a holistic appraisal of a learner, his or her environment and accomplishments. So the educational assessment process starts in analyzing the criterion together with the teaching and learning situation, after which the kind of evidence that are appropriate for use of assessment of the individuals are set. This help to determine the strength sa kuan sa mga students, the weaknesses, ilang mga weakness, the needs, unsay kinahanglan nila, the personality characteristic, unsay mabaluan mo ang ilang mga characteristic, no, the skills and abilities of a learner na dapat anatong i-improve, no. The third, outcome-based assessment. So unsa man jud outcome-based assessment? So here, all assessment and evaluation activities must be founded on the identified student intended learning outcomes, or ILO. So these ILOs should be identified and clarified with students so that it will be effective teaching learning process as the teacher commences the learning activities through delivery of lessons. So nganong tarungon man jud nato buhat ang mga ILOs nato, mga teachers. So tarungon jud nato himo ang ato mga ILOs, tarungon nato line up ug mahimo dapat maghimo jud ko mga activities na dapat maka interesting jud para sa atong mga students, para naa jud effective teaching and learning process, no. Kay mabantayan ako nga ang uban mga teachers na magtudlo sa mga students, with gana maminaw mga students kay ang pag-deliver sa iyang lessons nagkabaliktad or abot naglaing planeta nga mga lessons. So dapat ato jung himuon daan or ato jung i-line up daan ang ato ang mga lesson para safe and sound, or naadyoy kanang say matawag ano nato guys, naadyoy unity or unsa pa na, og tungod pud ana, no, mas ninduton jud nato ato ang mga ILOs, dapat identify o clarify po siya sa ato mga students para dali ra makasabot ang ato ang mga students. Okay, dili makasabot ang mga estudyante pag ang mga lesson kay kabaliktad for me nga being a student, no, di ko gana sa teacher if dili kaayo prepared or not prepared kayo yung mga lesson bitaw or maabot na siya sa line planeta. So dapat i-prepare jud nato ang lesson para walay mahitabo nga makalimot sa ato ang dapat i-istorya in delivering the lessons towards sa ato ang mga students. So that's it. So that's all about 21st century and all about the characteristic of assessment. Importante kaya na siya, no? Being an educator, dapat makabalo dito ana para matarang din nato og develop ang knowledge and skills sa ato ang mga students. So ato ang lesson guys is pang 2 weeks na dyan siya. So ang nakita nyo diri ang Explore 1, Explore 2, muna siyang, ang Explore 1 guys, muna siyang pang 1 week na siya ninyong buhaton, no? Dapat ansiran niyo siya ng activities. And for Explore 2, muna siyang ikaduha na to para sa ato ang week 2. So na ato yung mga scenario dira, dapat ansiran nyo na siya guys. And please pass this on new step para makaproceed na ta sa ato ang next topic. Alright, thank you so much, and please study the week 3 for our next topic, no? So thank you so much. Goodbye.